Hi my friends, in today's video we are going to learn dictionary. First of all, let's start with the definition of the dictionary as usual. Dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs. A dictionary is a collection which is ordered, changeable, and they don't allow duplicates. In fact, we can say that the dictionary is the same as the dictionary logic we know in real life. For example, we look for a word in dictionaries and we come across explanations and values for that word. Let's say we look at the meaning of the word book. So this book must be at least one explanations, and something like that, a written or printed work, something like that. The logic of dictionaries in Python is the same. The key here is book and the value is the explanation here. You will understand better in a moment. I delete it and I'm going to declare a variable. So let's say person. And to create a dictionary, I just need to open and close curly brackets. This is now a dictionary. And for the dictionary, we need items that are separated by commas. So let's create our dictionary in the form of the key value. Let's say name, and the value of the name is, let's say, Mike. The surname is Tyson. And then let's say, profession, boxer. The age 55. We put colon between key and value. So it is an important point actually. Look at the other examples. Surname is a key here, and the Tyson is the value, and we have colon between them. As I said, we have key value pairs. Meanwhile, we can use various data types. For example, I used integer for age, but we can also use a list or a set or other data types for value, but we can't use a list or a set, a dictionary, a tuple for key. Key must be an integer or a float or a string. And then let me show you how to use the other data types. Let's say hobbies, and I will use a list here because a person can have more than one hobby. So that's why I want to keep the hobbies in a list. Let's say pigeons. I couldn't write it. The gambling may not be a good hobby, but it's okay. To put it briefly, in dictionaries, this part, which we call a key, can be a string or integer or float, while the value part, this part, can be of any data type. Now let's take a look at how we can access the values in this dictionary. First of all, let's print the dictionary. It's a person. Let's print it first. Look at the terminal. This is our dictionary. What if we want to access a specific value? For example, let's access the name here. How can we do it? We need to use square brackets to access a value, but we access the value by the key. So if we want to access Mike here, we need the key here. So if I write name and print it, check the terminal, I was able to access the Mike here by the key. So let's access the hobbies here. Let's hobbies. Check the terminal. I see the hobbies here. What if I try to access a key which doesn't exist in the dictionary. For example, I want to access marriage status. Let's say marriage status. If I want to access it, we got an error. If there is not such a key or value, but still if we want to continue the execution of our application, I mean, if we don't want to get an error, we can use get method instead. Let me show you. We can write like this: person dot get, and we need to write the key. So let's say marriage status. So if I run it, as you can see, we didn't get an error. It printed none in the terminal. But if we want to get another output instead of none, we can also specify it. We do it like that. We add a comma here. So we write the message that we want to see instead of none. So I write marriage status is unknown. If I run it, check terminal, this time we saw our custom message. Now let's see how we can change the values in the dictionary. I delete it, and I will print the dictionary just before making changes. And let's say person, we open and close square brackets. Inside these brackets we specify the area we want to make changes. So let's say we want to change the name, and we need equal operator here, and after the equal I write new value. So let's say Michael Gerard. So if I run it, but we need to print it after we made changes. The first one is before our dictionary was updated, and the here after update. In this way we can update the dictionaries. And what if I wanted to update more than one item? Supposing that I want to update age with name, how can I do that? Of course I can do like person age, something like, let's say 50. If I run it, I can update the age and the name here. It's okay. But we don't need to do like that while there is a method to perform multiple updates at the same time. For that we will use update method. Let me show you. Just write person that update. We need to use a dictionary, we need to use curly brackets. We specify the values that we want to make changes. So let's say name Michael and the age 50. So if I run it, I could update my dictionary with update method. By the way, we can also use this update method to add new values. For example, if we write the key value pairs which is not in our dictionary, it will be added. Let me show you. Let's say nationality American. If I run it, this time I added nationality. We can also use square brackets to add a new field to our dictionary. Let me show you. I delete it. If I write something like, if I say nationality then if I write American here, when I write it in this way, if there is no field with the same key, the nationality, this field will be added to my dictionary. If there is a key which is nationality, it will be updated. Let's print it. Okay, we added nationality. Now let's talk about how to delete items. There are several methods to remove items from a dictionary. One of them is pop method. So let me show you. Person.pop, we need to pass the key we want to delete to the pop method. Let's delete the hobbies, for example. Run it. Okay, we deleted hobbies here. We also have a method called pop item, person.pop item. Pop item deletes the last item in our dictionary. In old versions of Python, it deletes randomly, but since dictionaries are ordered in Python versions after 3.7, the pop item method deletes the last item. There is also a del method for deletion, but before that I want to show you the pop item method. Look at the terminal, it deletes the hobbies. And now let's examine the del method that I just mentioned. With the del method, we can delete the dictionary completely, or we can delete a specific item. Let's see that. And we need to write the key here that we want to delete. Let's say profession. If I run it, we don't have a profession here, we deleted it. But if I don't specify any key here, and if I just leave it like that, and if I run it, we got an error because we delete the dictionary here, so there is nothing to print anymore here, so that's why we got an error. I also want to mention clear method. The clear method is used to clear the items in our dictionary. In other words, it makes our dictionary an empty dictionary. Let me show you the usage. Person.clear, and run it. Check the terminal. The dictionary is empty. What if I want to access the keys in this dictionary? How can I do it? It's so simple. I will just show you. We just need to write keys. We got the keys in a list. What if we just want to access the values? So we just need to write values here. So run it. We have values in a list. What if we want to access both keys and values? For that, we need to use items like that. The items method will return the key and value as tuples in a list. So let's run it. Look, we have a list here, and inside the list we have tuples. The key value. We are going to use these methods a lot, so you will get familiar with them. I will end the video here. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.